Hey everybody, it's Triple J. Welcome back to another episode of Modded Valley here in City Skylines. Boy, it has been a little bit, and I apologize for that. TwitchCon mixed with, we did a 24-hour stream on Twitch, and just a bunch of life things kind of all got wrapped into one, and yeah, so this kind of, all the recording kind of ended up getting pushed into the back burner, unfortunately, which is not where I want it to be, but you know, just some other things that got in the way. So, but I hoped that moving forward here for the next, at least for the next couple months, it's fairly quiet, so there shouldn't be too many hiccups in the uploads. But so I apologize for that. Thanks for sticking around and waiting. But here we are back in Modded Valley, and I was looking at our last episode. We finished up our ore area, and that was looking nice. Could use a little bit more detailing. I was kind of cruising around. I know we had talked about doing our train connections. There's so many things that need to be done. We're talking about doing some train connection stuff. But I was looking over this terrible... Every time I pass over the map, and I pass over this, I always go, I gotta fix that. We got to fix this. We got to work on this. We got to make it look better and all that. And you know what? I thought, okay, here we go. Today's the day. And this might be an episode. It might be a little bit longer because there's going to have to be some infrastructure changes here. And I don't know exactly what to do about it yet, but I know it needs to be done. I know it definitely needs to be worked. And it, honestly, if you kind of look at the whole scheme of this downtown area, the center here, it's so, I don't know, it's just kind of, it's just kind of clogged, and it doesn't look great. Like, having these buildings in the center here, kind of, I don't know, it just, this takes up so much space, and we're not really using this really, I don't know, the best way, I think. So I think it needs to change, and obviously it does. You know, we could sit here and do some traffic president stuff, which could certainly help the traffic in general, but I just don't know if the dumbbell is maybe the best way to do it. Or maybe it's just... Yeah, I mean, the problem is that this is our main corridor running through the downtown here, right? So a lot of traffic. We have bus routes on here. You know, a lot of stuff. This is a very main thoroughfare here. So I think we can do some version of this, but I want to change it up just a little bit. And kind of do a little bit of some tricks that I have found to be quite useful when trying to make this work out. So I think we'll try to get some better angles on this, maybe keep it a little tighter before coming in so we can maybe add some more stuff. I think it'll be a lot better once we finish through. It's just gonna be a little bit because we have the monorail coming through here. We have all these walking paths and the bus routes and stuff. So some of this stuff is gonna get a little wonky, but we'll make it work. I also think that while we're over here, it would be wise to figure out how we can make a train connection, because we do not have a single train connection. We talked about this last time or a couple times ago. We do not have a train station in our downtown area, and I think that's sort of an oversight. I think we should make that happen. So, first things first. Let's do some demo. Let's do some demo on this. We're gonna need to redo and overhaul quite a bit here, so it's gonna be a lot of demo, and I know this is scary. You're like, what are you doing? This is scary. We did all this work when we put it in. I know we did. I know. You know what? Progress never happened without things being a little scary, right? So we're just gonna kind of get rid of most of this stuff in here. I don't even know if I like this through here anymore. We're even gonna get rid of all this. Got it. Gut it all. And I know what you're thinking, but this is how the changes work, right? And this is how you become better at like figuring out problems, is when you just get rid of stuff. Don't be afraid to use that delete button, okay? It's there for a reason. Make the changes, because hopefully, and I would like to hope that this is the case, that we are going to come up with something better than what we had. I'm also just going to get rid of this, because, yeah. All right. You know what? Just so we can see what we're doing here, let's just back it up. Okay. So, clearly, this is such a massive part This is literally the heart and center of our downtown. Now, but how do we make it better so that it functions properly? Now, we can sort of see as it's paused here, we have the dumbbell interchange. A lot of traffic coming through here. I believe we have one route. Oops, I deleted. Wait, did I accidentally delete a metro? Oh, I did. I don't know how I did that, but there you go. Actually, I kind of forgot we had metro in here. Oh, so we just have one metro going. Oh, I kind of didn't even realize that was a thing. From the little stadium over here. Huh, okay. Yeah, lots of things to change. The downtown area needs a lot of changing, but this is good. This is where learning things happen. This is where you can start to get some inspiration on how to make adjustments in your own cities. So, the way I see it is they have to come off and onto the highway from both directions, but we don't want that to impede traffic moving through the city at all. So, I like that we have the bus thing, so let's just rebuild that. Okay. Now, I kind of feel like we could do, maybe we could do it. So I was thinking at first maybe like some sort of a giant, very elongated roundabout. And maybe that is what we do. Maybe that is maybe the best approach. But I'm kind of wondering if we could do some sort of a system where we bring in some sort of a collector system. But that's ultimately going to create an intersection on both sides, which is kind of what you don't want, right? We don't really want a four-way traffic light if we can avoid it. Now we can do things with traffic manager, of course. Let's go over the top like so. Now, let's see if we were to make a collector system running. Let's see. Let's try. So let's go out another 20 units that way and 20 units that way. Okay, let's do the same thing on this side. Now I'd like to be closer to the road. Maybe I could just slide it though. Let's turn on anarchy. So I'm going to do that. Is that not straight? That appears to be angled, does it not? That is totally angled. Okay. Well, then in that case, we're going to go rogue with this and eyeball it as best as possible. So pretty much like right there. Okay. I don't think the road is curved. It's just something's goofy there. All right. So, in a perfect world, you would enter here, and then we would use this and go up and connect to here. This side would come down. You would, I'm going to have to get rid of this. You would come to there, and then the same thing on the other side. And do that. That's going to be a little bit of a tear, of course. I guess the issue with this is that if you're coming... If I'm driving down this direction and I want to get on the highway, I'd have to make a really, really hard right turn. The collector system usually works better coming off of the highway, right? So having it going this direction on our highway versus on this road. So that might not be the best idea. That might not be the best approach. I'm just trying to think of little things outside the box. But I don't believe that that is the best bet. I think those intersections are just going to cause us more problems, even with the traffic manager or traffic president. So instead, I propose we go with my initial idea of doing a roundabout. Now I'm gonna go out. 5. Okay. Then I'm gonna take this out. 6 by let's see, 25? Or is that too much? 23 by 6. That's pretty close. So 6 by 23 and 3 by 6. Might be a bit too narrow, but at the same time, it actually might be okay. Okay. Then, I'm going to take this. Go a little closer. That's about even. Okay. Then I'm just going to take a road here. Make sure that we give the integrity, preserve the integrity of the roundabout as we start to make some really crazy, awkward connections here to this. So go something like that would be ideal. That would be ideal. Now it depends. If we grab move it here, can I make that a... I think I will be able to once we get rid of this piece of road. I think we'll be all right. Yeah. And then this creates a really, really smooth transition into the roundabout. One of the lanes will pop off and connect to the highway. So let me go like the same kind of deal. Okay. Nice. That's a good start. Okay. Let's bring the highway over and reconnect it. I don't even know if that highway is perfectly straight. I don't think it is, but we're gonna roll with it. Okay. Now for the off ramps and on ramps. Now to make the connections. So I'm gonna make the connection point about where are we at? Is this 12? It is. Okay. So I'm gonna make this nice long approach. So let's go back to there. And we're gonna go down. We're gonna take this 12 units to ground level. Same on this side. And of course I'm not gonna be able to get that as close, but I can shift it later. There's a lot of roads connecting to there. Just trying to make that as even as possible, but simple enough. I can just move it here, slide it in. That is really close. And honestly, that's not even straight. All right. You know what? When in doubt, do it yourself. I don't know if you guys can hear the foghorn behind me. Pepper loves snoring as loud as she possibly can when I'm making videos. I honestly, she does not do it when we're streaming. And or at least to that extent. But when I'm recording in here, it's I don't know. Maybe it's extra soothing for her, but she is super loud. All right, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Let's make the connections down at the bottom on this side and try to make this. I want to make this as sexy as possible, like so. Great. So we'll do it from the roundabout, and I think we're kind of, it's about there. Beautiful. Yeah, that should work. That should work pretty nicely. It's possible that a bit larger of a, well, no, because if they're coming in, yeah, we'll have to see. It's not as long of an approach as I probably would have wanted, but all right. So how far back? How many units are we away from this? Okay, like 29. It's a weird number, but we'll work with it. So about there. Okay, so right at this node. Okay. So we'll go up at 12 and straighten out. 12 units and down. That's pretty straight. Back up to 12. And down. Out 12. Like so. There's that weird tree in there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Now let's start to make our connections. Turn this back on. About there. That. And then there-ish. To about there. Ooh, that is not quite right. But that, no worries there. We can just sort of make that work. There we go. Okay, that takes up a less of a blueprint as well. Or blueprint. Less of a footprint, I should say, than the other ones did. Okay, so let's do some, let's finish these up and then gotta do a little cleanup here. Okay. That look as nice as possible. Great. Let's make this all going the proper direction. This is all going out. Very good. Connect these up. I think we're going to destroy a little bit of the buildings, but that's, you know, it's okay. In the name of progress. Okay, make sure that is going the proper direction, and this is going the proper direction. Fantastic. Okay, so let's get rid of the inside roads here. Don't need them. Now, I'm going to upgrade this to... Ideally, it's a three lane. Probably should just do it as 3-lane. Because we are going from, you know, because this is 3 lanes on either side, right? So, we may as well make that work. Okay, and then we'll fix all that in a sec. That also needs to be upgraded. Awesome. And let's get these going the right way. So it's in, out. That whole roundabout is going the proper direction, and this is in, and that is out. Okay. All right, now let's move it, and let's make a little bit of magic here. There we go. Doesn't need to move it too far. Beautiful. We have a really, really nice approach. This can get probably, yeah, brought up a bit as you make that turn. And that can get moved up a bit as well. This side looks pretty good. Nice. And that's starting to look really, really good. We do need to mess with this a bit. That shouldn't take too much. Oh, we get a little bit of tear. Yeah. Because that's what I want. Having some issues. I may need to just redraw that side. This one's a little wonky as well, but it's not as bad. This one's fine. That one is... Ooh, also kind of... Wonder if I can... No. It kind of wants it to be there. But again, I don't want it there. I'm gonna redraw that one and see if we can't get that working. Oh, you. Did not like that node area there. So I guess, for the sake of... Just trying to bring this... So we don't have, you know, we want it to look nice. What if this is the problem here? Because these sides look pretty good. I wonder if it's because they're further away? I don't know. Takes a little bit of finesse sometimes. Yeah, I mean, this is a little weird looking. Certainly. Yeah. But we may have to leave that one. I'm sure there's some more things we can do, but generally speaking, though, this looks pretty good. All things considering, and look how much more space we have too. The one thing that might get messed up is the bus line, but I think it's just going straight through. So I'm gonna hit play here, and I'm gonna see if they're gonna start to correct themselves. Now, the one thing we are gonna need to do is, okay, now let's let the traffic kind of catch up and get back to its flow. Let's see if the... Oh, because we have let's see, I'm gonna turn this into 3-speed. Is it gonna correct itself? I don't know if it will. Oh boy. Yeah, we've messed that up a bit. So this line comes all the way out here into the boonies, and then back through, and should connect up to the... Yeah. Oh boy, this is all messed up. Why is this messed up? Okay. I think... Wait. Did we just get rid of that entire line? Oh, we just got rid of that entire line. Oh, sad. Let me... Okay. Metro. No, that's cable car. Metro. I'm going to get rid of this. Completely just get rid of the line. It's going to be easier just to redraw it. Okay, so let's grab that. Go to there. Back. Okay. So we fix that. We may need to just completely get rid of these bus lines, because something is goofy in here. Oh boy. Question is which... Oh, this is why you should label bus routes. Or change at least change the colors a bit. Oh no, that's our metro. Oh, that's our metro line. Right, because we don't. Okay, we got to put the metro back. Well, that's why that was being goofy. Okay, so that actually isn't the bus routes linking over there, at least. Yeah, monorail. That's a problem. All right, so we're gonna go like that. Is this gonna go right over? It is. Is that? That is not parallel. Oh boy. But you know, you can start to see too, like the finesse. I mean, obviously this is a very finesse episode that we're doing here, but you can start to see the finesse that that sort of gives you the freedom when you start using mods, right? And sometimes you're just going back. Like, do we plan that to not line up with the highway? No, of course not, right? Of course that wasn't our intention, but it happened, right? And sometimes you're just gonna make mistakes, and this is why, like, coming back through and doing some adjustments, it freshens up the areas a bit. And it kind of makes it feel new again. And mods are a great way to kind of have that. Kind of a great way to bring back that a bit, because you do get to have a little bit more finesse when you are making, you know, trying to make things a little bit more accurate. I mean, this is kind of garbagey too. Can I move this? Slide this? Oh, I can, but it kind of wonkifies it. Yeah, well, actually, so I go off of here to like there. That looks better. We may end up redoing some of this. There's that line. Monorail is so hard. Monorail is very challenging to kind of get right. I can't. Where's my line here? Work with me, game. Work with me. That's pretty good. Okay, that's better than it was, at least. That's definitely better. All right. So now we reconnect. Can I get? Not quite. So let me go that, and then proper curve. Yeah, it is not here. It is not grabbing that monorail line. But there we go. The height's a little messed up. We can fix that. Okay, so that should help. That should help the monorail get back on track. No pun intended. Maybe. Yep, that's there we go. Okay, monorail's back up and running. This bus route. What bus route is this? What bus route is this? I hide. Oh, it's bus line 1. Okay. So, bus line 1 gone. Bus line 2 seems to have figured itself out, or whatever that one is. So, let's just go in here, start a line. Wait, what? I want to create an... Oh, I'm in the monorail. There we go. Okay, create a new line. We'll make some stops there and there. And not a stop before that. 'Cause I can get messy. That's probably as close as I want to make a stop. Make another one right up there by the monorail station, and then one down there. Okay. Oh, and this, yeah, this goes all the way through. Stop there. And stop there. We should probably put some walking paths through here. May as well stop there and on the way back, because that would help get them to and from the avenue there. Okay. And complete the line. There we go. Now, we are going to need to do some traffic manager stuff to this, but I think we're going to tackle that in the next episode as we continue to do some more work on this, because, oh, man, that time just flies. So we have made this roundabout, and I think it's coming along. I think it's a good start, but as you can see, we are still having issues with, you know, this system here. So what we're going to need to do is do some traffic manager to alleviate some of that stuff, and having the bus routes there arguably is not the best thing ever, but we will figure that out as it comes. So everybody, thank you so much for watching, and we'll continue tackling this in the next episode. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time here in Modded Valley in the City Skylines. Bye everybody.